Hello and welcome to What's Up Oxford. Our first guest today is Randy Crawford, Community Safety and Media Relations Officer for the Oxford OPP. Welcome, Randy.
Thank you very much for having me.
Today we're talking about traffic safety and the Volunteer Auxiliary Program. It seems like every time I'm on Facebook, there's another motor vehicle accident in the community, especially on rural roads. Is it, are there increased accidents lately or?
Yeah, so the numbers have increased. So this time last year, we had 290 fatalities. And this time, this year is 295. And I know that was just as of the first of the month. And I know we've had a few since then. So yes, that's one of my reasons for being here today is I have a huge passion for trying to share awareness to everyone. And our slogan is, traffic safety is everyone's responsibility. So what I want to try to promote today is to remind everyone, check your driving habits. Do that. Check every single day, what can I be doing to be more safe? So driving defensive, making sure that your vehicle's in good working order, making sure that you're alert, making sure you're not distracted in any way, right? So all those types of things can help reduce the collisions.
Yeah, and I was going to say, is it mostly because of distracted driving, or do we just have bad habits?
There's quite a few things that are big four, we call them. So you've got the distracted driving, you've got speeding, right? You've got impaired driving, and then you've got just careless in general. So you've got those types of things. And also seatbelts is another thing that people are still not wearing, which will contribute to a collision being maybe rather than minor, it contributes it to being serious or fatal, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. What other things can people do to, reduce their risk of serious collisions like?
So the big word for me to tell people is just alert, right? Just always be alert. And that contributes to everyone, whether you're driving a passenger vehicle, a commercial motor vehicle, you're a pedestrian walking, or you're on a bicycle, right? All those things, always be alert, looking around you and making sure that you're paying attention, anticipating, defensive driving, right? Anticipate, okay, I'm coming up to this intersection, looking around. You can't always prevent what other people are doing, but you can react of how you proceed, right?
And I know we all have busy lives. Are we just impatient? I know a lot of people speed, but are we really getting there?
Any faster. You're absolutely right. Like people going, 3 kilometers faster versus 30 kilometers faster. I'm not sure the exact math, but you're not going to get there much faster at the end of the day. And think of all the risks that you are causing in that time going that speed. Because we all know that, again, speed is a huge factor in the collisions and also the outcomes of those. Okay.
Now, something more positive.
Yes.
You're looking for auxiliary officers?
Yes. So obviously we want to do to promote everyone driving safely, for example, and just following the rules of the road and rules in general. One way we do that is enforcement, but the other thing we do is proactive policing and community engagement. So our auxiliary officers or volunteer officers, not many people know this, and it's kind of twofold. It's if someone wants to be a police officer, it's a great opportunity for them to join and be able to work with police and see what it's all about. But also, if you're not wanting to be a police officer, you just want to engage with your community, it's an amazing opportunity. So the reason I specifically want to mention it today is because 2 of our auxiliaries who volunteered with us for the last 2 to 4 years just got offered policing with us in OPP starting in January.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So do they go off to the college now?
Yes, that's correct. Yes. So, and we hired them OPP because we got to know what they were like. We got to see their community engagement. We got to see, their great work ethic, and it's just such a great opportunity. So I wanted to let anyone out there know that if you are wanting to get into policing, this is a great opportunity.
Great. And what sort of roles do auxiliary officers, what do they do?
Yep. So they can go on ride-alongs. Myself, let's say if I'm on a 12-hour shift, that auxiliary officer is going to be with me in the passenger seat. They're going to come to all the calls with me. If I'm at a community event, they can come to the community event. They can interact with the community and share information on safety, just engagement in general.
And what sort of commitment is there for it?
So we don't necessarily have one. We like you to have about 2 years of a commitment, but we're just happy to have anybody join who wants to have that connection with their community. So
Okay, so there's no like every week you need to put in so many hours.
we'd ask that you have about 10 hours a month, and there's also a training once a month. So that's something that everyone can attend as well.
Okay, and so you know, how involved is the training? Like,
Yep. So you're going to, so there's an application process. So on opp.ca/careers, you can go on there and you can find out everything involved with what you need to apply and then what the training is going to involve. So you're going to go through a process, an interview process, and then you're going to get an offer to be an auxiliary, and then we send you up to Aurelia for training.
gotcha. And then generally those volunteer hours are in your community?
Yes, that's right. Yes, we can go to different detachments because we are OPP, so we're province-wide. So you have that opportunity that if you want to kind of see what up north is like, you can do that volunteer. We just communicate with the different detachments and make that happen. But yes, primarily you're in Oxford County.
Okay, so we're coming into the end of the year,
Yes,
Christmas
yes,
season. Is there anything you want to mention for drivers or anyone really?
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. It's the end of the year. You know, people might have had a very long year. It can be very stressful and emotional for a lot of people Christmas time. So there's lots of community resources, which you guys are fantastic with showcasing on your show here. So if people are feeling that they need some help, please reach out. And also, yes, we want you to be able to get to all of your Christmas events. So please do so by driving safely, driving sober, right?
Okay. Well, thanks for your time today.
All right. Thank you so much. Take care.
We'll be right back after the break.